We are live. Oh, good morning. So let's go global independent business owners. Good morning. This is Paul Romero on Thursday, October 23rd, with the network marketing training number 52. And boy, there's a lot of stuff that I could go through today. But I want to try to stay on track with where we've been going on Thursdays, which let me just take a quick peek here. Financial freedom, passive income. We got into a little bit of a rant last week, so let's see if I can stay away from that. Yeah, so let's go with gosh, so much I want to talk about. It's so crazy. We were at the 2% Club meeting last night. For those of you who don't know what 2% Club is, that is here in Phoenix, Arizona. That is Jeff Fagan's monthly sort of mastermind club where he usually has very special guests speakers come down and present a nice little training session, educational session, informationally exciting energy, just a lot of fun, and just amazing people and information that is offered at the 2% Club here in Phoenix, Arizona, once a month. Usually held at the Holiday Inn Express over in Scottsdale. And last night we had Alex Mandossian. I don't know if any of you know who Alex Mandossian is. He is online marketing. Seems like MOL. Marketing online. I'm sorry, marketing online. He is an online marketing expert, guru. Is programs, how he works is simply amazing, and just how to build a marketing funnel the right way, really. Completely opposite of what you've probably learned, what everybody does, and what most people who are coming to your site or your business or wherever it is that you're bringing people, drawing people to, attracting people to, probably hate because of the way it's presented to them. Sorry, that's the way it is. But what is being taught as the, way to do things is, quite frankly, and I can speak for myself as someone who just despises going somewhere. This is physically live in person to a website. It doesn't matter where it is that I go. And, I get enticed in with product A and then, immediately upsold to product B and upsold again, upsold again. That bugs the heck out of me. I don't like it. And you know what? Most people don't. And you know what? That's the way most people market, is to bring people in with a cheaper free offer, or for instance, going to buy a stereo, or say a car. A lot of times they're going to take you to a stripped down model first, and then show you what you have here, and then you say, oh well, I don't like that, and then they show you a higher expensive more model that has more stuff, and a higher expensive more model that has more stuff. Well, you couldn't afford to buy the first one, you're not going to afford to buy the second ones, and there's not going to be a sale made there. So anyway, yeah, just having to being upsold like that is just crazy. So we'll get into that on another day. Right now, I want to kind of fall back into kind of include Jeff's training this morning, because he's kind of right on target with where we're at. With I was talking about, what is financial freedom, and we talked about the fact that it's different for everyone, in that it's really all about just how much money do you need to live in this life, to pay your bills and to be able to do whatever you want to do. Okay, not necessarily what a billionaire might want to do, but whatever it is that makes you happy on a daily basis. And that's really what you're after here, each and every day is to just be happy. I mean, the pursuit of happiness is really what life is all about. And so that is by, and I kind of skipped over this step, but the only way to achieve your happiness is by obtaining your time freedom, either back or in the first place. Once you have obtained or regained or attained 100% of your time freedom, which means basically each and every minute of each and every day, you can do whatever you choose to do or want to do, opposed to anything that you have to do, then I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be happy. And if you're not happy at that point in time, I I don't know what to tell you. Okay, you're something special. So, in order to attain your time freedom back, what does it take to do? Because if you look at everything that takes up time in your life, everything that you quote have to do, if you boil it down, 90 probably 97% of it, maybe there might be about 3% of it that you actually quote have to do it, like out of love. Like maybe you have to go take food to your one of your elderly parents or something like that who lives alone. So maybe every day you have to take lunch over there. Maybe that's something that you have to do, quote, out of love. Taking your children around to events of what they're doing in their lives. Those kinds of things you do, you have to do, but you have to do them out of love. But the rest of it, most everything else in your life that you quote have to do, I guarantee it, you could boil it down to the fact that there is money involved. Money is driving your have to. If you didn't need a paycheck, you wouldn't have to go to work. You know what I mean? You didn't have to pay those bills, you wouldn't have to go to work. Uh, but you get the picture. It's all driven by money. So in order to obtain your time freedom to be able to do the things you want to do, you have to have financial freedom, meaning that you need money coming in without you having to work for it, which we've talked about already. Financial freedom being the definition of financial freedom being that the ability to live the lifestyle that you desire without having to work or depend on anyone else for income. Okay. So how do you have, money coming in that allows you to own your free time to do whatever it is that you want to do without having to work for it? Right? That's the big golden key question right there, right? Well, it's passive income, as we talked about. Passive income is the only way to do that. And this is kind of where we left off. What is passive income? Passive income is indeed money coming in that you do not have a material participation in its generation of. So, in other words, the money that came into your mailbox or your bank account today, you really did either nothing or very little, very, very little, in order to cause that money to come in. Another way to look at it, and really what you're looking for, what you're looking to create, what you want to find and build, is how you can do something once, because passion just doesn't materialize out of thin air. It doesn't just generate. You can't just sit there and meditate and go, I want passive income. I want stuff coming into my mailbox every day that I don't have to do nothing for. It's not going to happen that way. Okay, you have to do something first. Passive income has to be built. Okay, passive income just doesn't appear. You have to create it. It has to be built. And in order to build it and create it, you have to do something at least once. Sometimes you have to do something a number of times first, or in order to build that passive income. But basically, what it's all about, I mean, you might have to do it a number of times to build enough passive income, as I should say, to give you the financial freedom that you're looking for. Although the bottom line really to passive income is something that you do want and get paid forever. So could you imagine, let's say you're a waitress, you're a food server, right? And every time you serve a dish to a person at the restaurant, right? Every time you take an order, you serve a restaurant, you make them a happy customer. They have to be 100% satisfied with the service, the food, everything. But every time you completely satisfy that customer's needs, right? 100%, they're the happiest person. That was the best meal they ever had. The service was spectacular. Every time you achieve that goal of basically, delivering extraordinarily great value to that person, you would get paid $1 at the end of every month. I mean, how many people could you serve a fantastically extraordinary, dining experience to each and every month? And how many months would you have to continue on, doing that before you generated enough $1 at the end of every month to give you the ability to no longer have to serve that extraordinary dining experience and to be able to say, hey guys, I'm financially free. I have enough dollars coming in at the end of every month that I can literally do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. I can pay all my bills and I can live a happy life for the rest of my life. And here's my 2-week notice. That's what passive income is all about. That's how passive income works. Now, obviously, convincing the owner of the restaurant to work out a system where you're going to be able to serve a fantastic dining experience and then get $1 every month for the rest of your life because you did that one time. Good luck with that. And that pretty much goes for any job, any career, anything. If you're a doctor or a dentist, and if you were to collect $1 each and every time you saw a patient, you know, and or every time you filled a cavity or whatever the case might be, if you could collect that $1, there's no way for you to work that into your job, your career. Doesn't matter what you're doing. There's no that. It doesn't exist. Now, there was a day when, a certain amount of your income could be put towards your retirement account, et cetera, and so on. Sort of, in a way, created passive income for you because, you did something, you worked that week, X amount of dollars went into your retirement account, your retirement account manager then, invested that money into things you had no freaking clue even about what they were doing with your money, but they were investing that money for you, and it was growing a little bit. Your money was working for you a little bit, and it was gaining in value a little bit. Sometimes a lot during a boom or whatnot, but then during a bust like 2008, bam, oh, hey, sorry, we gave you too much money. We're taking, 50% of it back. I mean, that's almost just what it was like. So a retirement account was passive income. It's like a twisted, um, it's like a twisted sister of passive income that really is a scary, phony, I don't want to call it a lie, but a misconception about how you can achieve financial freedom. Because realistically, out of all the people that have ever worked 40 years working towards building a pension and a retirement plan and achieving financial freedom in that way, 10% or less ever got there. 10% or less. So, you know, that whole program, and by the way, that whole program right there, if that's something that you think you're going to do, I don't know if you're whatever age you are right now, whether you're in your your 30s, your 40s, and you've already been programmed to that's the way to do it. Or if you're early 30s and you're coming out of college and you're getting ready and you're starting your career and you're planning on that's the way to do it, or even if you're in college or even high school right now and you're looking at this and you're being taught that already that's the way to do it because you've seen this is how everybody does it. That's what my parents have done. That's what their parents did. This is the way it's done. you're in trouble, people, because that ain't the way it's done anymore. That is over. It's completely gone. This last economic crash pretty much just wiped that out. First of all, you're never going to get a job where you're going to be working in one place for 40 years. Ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen, because you know what? There's a whole bunch of people lined up behind you that want your job, and businesses and companies and organizations today, they want fresh young blood all the time. And as soon as it's sort of like, you know what, if you're a relief pitcher on the baseball, professional baseball team, and throw 30 perfect pitches, right? Perfect, high speed pitches, right? And you can do that in your career for, say, 10 years, right? 10 years go by, you're able to get out there on the mound, bam, blasting out them 30 pitches. Then all of a sudden, the 11th year, your physical abilities break down. All of a sudden, you can't throw 30 pitches. Now you can only throw 27 pitches. What's going to happen? Well, we got a young buck over here that can throw 33 of those pitches every day, and we don't need you anymore. Adios. He's coming in. You're gone. That's the way the business world works today. Okay. The minute you fade that much, the next guy's in and you're out. So how are you supposed to build a pension and a retirement off of that? You can't. All right. So how do we build financial freedom then? Excuse me, I got an itch in my nose. So how do we build then? If we can't do it through the traditional way of, retirement plans and IRAs and all that stuff. And for those of you who, like I said, are up there right now, that have already, you're already into this system, et cetera, and so on, you better look into protecting your IRAs and your 401ks, because the next big sort of meltdown and whatnot, governments already talking about taking, securing debt with your IRA or with your 401k money. Okay. If they're securing debt with your 401k money and somebody calls that debt, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your 401k money? Where's your retirement? Oh, sorry, guy. Just keep working over there. Yeah, keep going to take your money. We got to pay China. Sorry, we owe them a lot of money, and we don't want them taking our country, so we have to take your money. Good luck with that one. So you need to find ways outside of work, outside of jobs, outside of careers, of building passive income. And that is one thing that Swiss Gold Global is all about: building real wealth, obtaining real education, and earning real income. And the real income that you can earn with Swiss Gold Global is indeed passive income. Do something once and get paid forever. So that's what Swiss Gold Global is about. That's what these network marketing trainings are about. This is information that, as an independent business owner, you definitely can be passing on to your prospects about what it is that they really are looking for in life. And I'm going to pick up next Thursday with, why a job is important. Okay. I'm not foo-fooing a job, saying that, hey, don't ever go get a job. You got to eat, you got to over your head, but you've got to continue forward from that. You can't be looking at this job as my vehicle to a retirement and to financial freedom and to ultimate happiness in this life. You can't look at your job or your career that way. You have to look at it as a stepping stone. My job or my career is the first plateau where I have to build a foundation from which I can start generating, earning or creating and building passive income streams, multiple of them. You want more than one, because if one dries up, what happens? It's just like your job. If you get fired from your job, you have to go there every day in order to earn that paycheck. If you get fired from that, the paycheck stops, right? If you only have one passive income stream and for some reason that passive income stream dries up, well, guess what? You don't have a paycheck anymore. So you want to have multiple streams of passive income. And like I said, your job needs to be, you need to look at your job. I mean, you went to school, you learned all this stuff, you got this great career, right? But you can't look at this great career as this is my life and this is what's going to take me to the promised land. You just have to look at this great career. I did all that so I could get this great career so that I could earn some extra money, over and above, the construction worker, or, the retail store clerk, or, the restaurant and a hotel worker, those types of jobs, the service workers jobs, which is where our new middle class is going to be coming from. But you went to school to learn all this stuff so you could get this great career, so you could earn more money than those people, so that you could take your next step towards achieving financial freedom that much quicker. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that all you guys who aren't there can't get there. It's going to take you a little longer. Okay. You're going to be a little more disciplined, and it's going to take you a little longer. But your job, your career, whatever it is that you have placed your all into, you need to reframe your thinking on that and just look at this as, wow, this is my first step. I need to start thinking beyond this. And with that, I invite you to come join Swiss Global, earn some real wealth, or create some real wealth, get some real education. I'm telling you, there's some people in the industry, or in the organization of Swiss Global, that are providing you with real information. And that's one thing too. Be very, very careful and ask yourself this question. And I never did get to this part of Jeff's morning meeting, which was, are you asking yourself the right questions? And one of the right questions you need to be asking yourself is, who am I listening to? Where am I getting my information from? Are these people that I'm listening to, that are giving me and telling me what that I should be doing, do they have what you want? Are they the type of people that you want to be? Are they doing the kind of things that you want to do? If they're not, then why the heck are you listening to them? If they're telling you this is how to do it, and they don't have, and they are not, and they don't do the things that you want to do, why are you listening to them? Where are they going to take you? What are they going to teach you? They're going to teach you how to get to where they are, because that's what they know. Look at where they are, and what they have, and what they're doing, and is that what you want? And if you're listening to that person, and that's what you're building your information around, and your belief system and all of that, you need to rethink that. You need to look at that person and go, wait a second, why am I listening to this? Why am I believing? Anyway, I got to go. I thank you all for being here today. Sorry I ran a little bit late, and I was a little bit late starting, but we're going to end today with the Napoleon Hill prayer, which says, "O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, so that I may, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire, that end being the achievement, the